Hello Taurus, and welcome to your monthly reading for October. Let's go ahead and shuffle the cards. Alright Taurus, what do you have coming up for the month of October, please? I'd like to thank you guys and spirits for being with us here today. Alright, how was your September? Need some pegs for my tablecloth. Alright, Taurus. Lovely. Okay. And here's one more shuffle. One more. I'll give it my best shot, okay? There you go. Alright, Taurus, so let's lay out your reading. Your hesitation there, interesting. Ah, beautiful. Okay, Taurus, so let's jump straight in. So in the heart of your matter this month, you have the Two of Wands. Now the Two of Wands is a very dreamy card. I see the Two of Wands. You're out looking over to another world. I feel like maybe you want to start a new project, or maybe you're dreaming of moving, or maybe you're dreaming of taking steps for a new adventure, possibly even going on holiday. I'm seeing this more as a travel card today. But I feel like you're dreaming into a new world. And today I'm really feeling that you want to move, or you want to kind of uproot and go somewhere else, just across these waters. You could be moving abroad, or there could be signs to work abroad, but I'm definitely feeling some sort of travel for you here at the moment. Now, interestingly, in your challenge position, you have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles, you can see this character is kind of balancing these pentacles with, and then they have created an infinity sign. So I feel like you have thought about this position before, you've thought about what to do before, and you're still kind of teeter-tottering, not sure between what's safe, what's good to do, what's not good to do, how to benefit this, what could come of it if I do uproot and move, friends, family in the process. I feel like you've possibly been in the situation where you have moved either abroad or moved house before, and there is some anxiety that comes with it, but also there is freedom and there's excitement and there's something new. But ultimately this is the energy crossing you, so you're still a bit up in the air, not quite sure which direction to take. Although saying that, I am just hearing whatever, even if you're not making a decision, that is also direction. You're stalling. But the fact you've got two twos here is great to have options. I'm just going to put that out there. It's lucky and it's super amazing to have those options. In your recent past, you have the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is feeling spoiled for choice, which is also helping me to understand why you're here and what to do, where to go next. So the Seven of Cups is spoiled for choice, but this is also dreams and hopes and fears. Not quite sure which avenue to go. It's great, again, it's great to have options, but also understand what it is that you want and go for it. But I feel that you're being very methodical about it. You're not, being unstable about that as well, which is also going to benefit you in the future. And I feel that you are kind of guilt tripping yourself about wanting to make a move or wanting to change scene, which is interesting. Can we have a clarifier for the Seven of Cups, please? And we have the High Priestess. So I feel that you're definitely doing a lot of spiritual work. You're definitely looking into what it is that you want to make yourself happy. Whether this is, a job that you have, maybe you're in an office job or an admin job and you're dreaming of something. Maybe you want to be a yoga instructor, or you want to step into spirituality in some way, or just take up a passion where you feel that it's going to benefit you a lot more soulfully and emotionally. and again, to gain that wisdom from that. So I feel that this is also, this is where the teeter-tottering of not sure. I feel like you just want to change world at the moment. You're just kind of at this point where you want to run away from, I'm not saying run away in a negative way, you just want to change your life completely, and this is like the pro, and now you're weighing the pros and cons, which is okay. It's totally normal to do that. Ultimately, do what's best for you. In your near future, you have Judgment. So moving on from the Seven of Cups to the Two of Wands, do not judge yourself so harshly. I feel like you are getting a calling. Whatever that your soul is saying to you, is speaking to you, it is a calling for you, which is, honestly, this is so powerful. I feel like you are feeling raised from the dead with this Judgment card. There could also be some curiosity about, I'm such a stable person, I've achieved so much here, why do I want to change everything? And I feel that there's a bit of guilt tripping from yourself here as well. But ultimately, I feel like you are answering to the call. This could also be a spiritual awakening. This could also be just a complete change. Maybe you've hit your Saturn returns at this point and you just want to change everything in your life. And I really feel that with this spread here, which is super interesting and very exciting. I also think it's very exciting. In your crown position, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is very admiringly looking at the coins that she has built and that she has created. So finances are on your mind at this present time, and also you are trying to create and work out what you have and how to make this happen. I'm feeling very pumped and uplifted by this, by the way, Taurus. It's very exciting. So the Queen of Pentacles is very stable energy. She's very nurturing. Doesn't matter male or female. Very nurturing. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of fertility around you. This could be even investing in something. This could even be maybe gaining family heirloom, or I feel like there's some kind of gain or finance driven project here that is going to benefit you, and hope that helps you, make you feel a little stable as well. But I do also feel that everything that, even your savings, at least there's a cushion, or at least there is something to fall back on if you decide to actually make this move. In the soul position, you have the Eight of Cups reversed. Now, the Eight of Cups reversed, to me, it leads me to believe that there has been things that you have really invested all of your time and energy into, and you feel that you haven't completed that just yet. There has been, whether that's been, I don't know, whether that has been effort at work, whether that has been, trying to remember people's birthdays, whether that has been projects that maybe you've started but haven't finished yet. I feel that from this card that there is some things lingering that you haven't quite let go of just yet. Let's see with the clarifier, please. You've got the Five of Pentacles and another one, please. Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. I feel that this could also be leading to romance. Maybe you're questioning about your romantic partner at the moment, what could have been. So basically with the Eight of Cups reversed, I feel like there is some things that you don't feel completion with just yet. Or you feel that maybe you haven't quite put as much energy or effort into as what you would have liked. Five of Pentacles would lead me to believe that you were feeling a little left out in the cold, a bit isolated, a bit estranged from somebody or something, maybe family, friends. And also the Page of Pentacles, which is where my romance idea would come into it. The Page of Pentacles leads me to believe that basically the Page of Pentacles is very dreamy. It's someone who admires you a lot, or that you admire. And maybe you're feeling a bit left out by that. Maybe you feel like they don't have your best intentions at heart. But with this move, maybe they feel like you haven't been quite open and honest about everything. And this is why you feel that there isn't, maybe this is why you feel that there is some unfinished business within this reading here. In your advice position, you have the Fool. This is basically just saying get up and go, is how I would read to it. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Do as you please. Just take this message as it resonates. But to have the Fool in your advice position is to pretty much say, just walk in blindly. You've already got the experience. The Fool is the beginning of the major arcana again. Basically, the Fool's journey is when the Fool has traveled through all of the major arcana cards and has got back to point number 0 again. So you're starting a new adventure. I really feel there's a lot of travel cards here. So I feel that the advice is to, just start a new adventure, try something new. You've clearly hit a point where you're not feeling quite satisfied about something, so you just want to take that plunge in the best way possible, in the most stable way possible, but it's something very exciting for you as well. In your external influence, you have the Death card. So now the Death card could represent a loss in some way, but also can represent transformation, starting something new. The fact that this is in the external influence leads me to believe that there has been possibly, maybe you've lost a house, maybe there was some sort of finances that have been lost. But that is the beginning of something new. Maybe, with that change of circumstance, there is, you have gained a new perspective, there's been a new transformation in some area. So where there's something being lost, something new always comes back in. Could we clarify the Death card, please? And we have the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is represented here by the clear-mindedness. So whatever this transformation has been, it's like, that Judgment card is hit and you're feeling that realization, you're understanding, you're calling and you're waking up to what it is that you truly want to achieve and what it is that you want to accomplish. The Queen of Swords is I see the Queen of Swords as a very feisty character as well, very logical, very cutthroat is what I want to say, but you've formed an opinion and you're sticking to your opinion. Opinionated, logical, understanding, is really how I'd read into this metamorphosis, this transformation here, or this change of circumstance. In your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a card of commitment, stability. It could be marriage, celebration, a proposal. Whether you're with somebody or not, there is a hope and fear around maybe commitment, marriage, something that is more prolonging, or a celebration. However that resonates with you, I see it as something very sweet, very positive, very exciting. If this is a relationship for you, then this represents somebody who really wants to make things work with you and wants to grow and create something with you. They don't want you to feel left out in the cold. And really, communication is all it takes. And a lot of our maybe disagreements come from miscommunication. Maybe not quite understanding why the other person has reacted, not quite understanding why you have reacted in a certain way. So it could be a miscommunication in terms of that respect as well. In your final outcome, you have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is also a very dreamy character. I see the Page more like a very youthful, energetic, this is quite a dreamy card, the Page of Swords for me. As an archetype, they're very, they write poetry, they're very sweet. I'm hearing Cancer, I'm not sure if Page of Swords is a Cancer. Usually swords is represented by the air signs. So I feel that you're stepping into something that you really care about, but that you're passionate about. But also there is clarity around this subject, around this change of circumstance, around this other world, this new beginning for you. And let's pull a clarifier for the Page of Swords, please. Wow, there's loads of cards got stuck together. So we've got the Page of Swords with the Five of Wands reversed. So there has been some kind of inner conflict. There has been some, I'm just leaning more towards inner conflict. something that you're really passionate about, but now your logical side is kicked in and you're feeling very dreamlike. And I feel like you are reaching dreams. You know, maybe you're getting that house that you've always wanted. Maybe it was a cottage in the countryside. Maybe you wanted to live on a farm and now you're living on a farm. Maybe, you know, I feel that there was a dream or there's something that you idolized before that you are now gaining. And there's a kind of undeserving feeling about that, but you have created what it is that you have, which is really, really beautiful. I just see a lot of clarity in this card as well. And a lot of dream and a freedom. I really do see a lot of freedom here with the Page of Swords, and also with the Five of Wands being in reverse as well. So Taurus, very exciting reading. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. I hope that does clarify your month of October. Let me know what happens. I would love to, to understand how, you know, I would love to understand what this means for you. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end. If you could like, share, subscribe or follow, I would be super appreciative just to help the channel. I look forward to seeing you again soon.